up, guys? It's Pete coming at you again with another episode of North Florida Smoke. I'm here with my barbecue assistant, Cameron. Say hi, Cameron.
Hi.
Cameron's going to be helping me out today. What are we making?
Ribs.
We're making some ribs. So I got the Rectech 700 right over my shoulder here. Got that fired up. We're going to be cooking about 3 racks of baby backs. Got some friends coming over with their kids tonight to play with this guy and his brother. So we're going to show you the prep, the cook, and it's going to take about 4 hours at 250 degrees. So let's take you inside and get it started. All right, Cameron, what are we making today?
Ribs.
Ribs. How do we make ribs?
We're gonna put them on the grill.
So we got 3 racks of ribs here. These are baby back ribs. What kind of ribs are they, Cameron?
Ruby rack ribs.
What are they?
Ruby rack ribs.
Baby back ribs.
Baby back ribs.
The first thing we're going to do with ribs is we're going to turn them over like this, and we're going to check out, see if there's any silver skin on there. Sometimes the good people at Costco will remove it, like you see has been done on these 2 racks. There's a little membrane on the bottom side of these ribs, kind of looks like that, and it'll be in a big sheet all the way down the ribs. Sometimes if your butcher's nice or you get to a nice Costco, they'll remove that for you. If not, you're going to want to remove that yourself. And the other thing I'm going to do is square off each rack of ribs. So you see they kind of have a pointy end here. I'm going to take it so that they're square on either side. This one looks pretty good, but we've got a little point here. So I'm just going to kind of use my knife and I'm going to square off each end of these ribs. All right, so I'm going to turn my ribs over here. Fine, you don't need it. And I'm just going to take these last 2 where I have these couple shorter ribs, and I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to go right down between the ribs. And I'm going to cut down between there and just take this right off. Now save this because we're going to actually smoke that. It's called a rib tip. And that will be a good tester to let me know how done these ribs are. So I'm going to actually do the same thing on this last one here. Now we have 3 beautiful racks of ribs that are pretty square and uniform, about the same size here. I'm going to season the underside first. So whichever side people are going to see, I'm going to make sure it looks the best. And that's why the underside is what we're going to go with first. On the underside of these, we're going to do Holy Voodoo. We don't have much, so Daddy's going to do the Holy Voodoo, and then you can help with the honey hog, okay? So I'm going to use the Meat Church Holy Voodoo here, and I'm going to come right over the back side of each of these ribs, and I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of this. Honey Hog by Meat Church. Gives a nice color to the ribs, and it also has a really nice honey flavor to it. Now remember, season high, raise it up high, and then go right over the top of the ribs. Good. All right, how do those look, buddy?
Good.
So these things are gonna rest now for about 5 minutes. We'll show you kind of what they look like after that seasoning has had a chance to set in. And then what are we doing, Cameron?
We're gonna put them on the grill.
All right. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes. These ribs have been resting. We seasoned up the rib tips as well. We're gonna bring these outside and get them on the smoker. Our ribs are on the smoker here. They're gonna go for about 2 hours in the smoke. We're gonna let these things roll here. We got our rib tips on as well. Those will be great testers to know if those ribs are done. And we'll see you in about an hour. Looks good to me. It's been about an hour and 20 minutes. We keep them rolling, give them a little spritz. Try to keep some moisture in there. They're looking good. Alright, I'm out here with my main man Jackson. Say hi, Jackson.
Hi.
Let's check these ribs out. They're looking good.
It wrap up the ribs.
All right, it's been about 2 hours on these baby backs. We're gonna pull them off, bring them inside. We're gonna get them wrapped up in some foil, and we'll show you how we do that.
Let's wrap up those ribs.
All right, buddy. We're gonna take a piece of foil. Watch out. Now, we're gonna take one of these racks. We're gonna flip it over like this, right on the foil. Now I want you to take 4 pieces of butter. And I want you to put 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we're gonna take a little brown sugar.
We're putting butter on the ribs, guys.
We're gonna take a little brown sugar, and we're just gonna go right over the back of the ribs. Nope, that's all we need. Just a little bit like that. Okay, now grab the honey. Now we're gonna turn that over and we're gonna drizzle a little honey right on the bottom. Not a lot. Go right back down, that's good. Perfect.
Is that how I like it?
That's how you like it. All right, so now we're gonna take these 2 sides of the tin foil, and this is heavy duty tin foil. We're gonna close it up here, and we're gonna wrap down so we can create a nice little pocket. Okay, wrap down that whole side. Okay, hold on. Now we're gonna curl this in like that. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. All right, now this one is ready to go back on the smoker. Yep.
Put the honey on, Jackson. Yeah.
Yep.
Like all over it. And go up and down, up and down.
Yep. Now right down here. Perfect. Good job.
Now we're gonna put them back. Now we're gonna put them back on the grill, guys. Okay, Jackson. Now we're gonna put them back on the grill, guys.
Good job, boys. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
All right, our ribs are wrapped and back on the grill here. They're gonna go for about another hour. I got our ribs pulled off here. They've been on the smoker for about an hour, wrapped up in foil. So I'm gonna get them unwrapped. I'm gonna pour that juice out, and then we're gonna glaze them up. As you can see, we got some pull away from the bone here, which is kind of what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna take this over to the sink. I'm gonna pour some of that juice out, come back, roll this out onto my cutting board. And we'll do the other 2. All right, got our 3 racks of ribs here. And then 2 of these, I'm gonna glaze them up with Wright barbecue sauce, peach chipotle. This is a really good product that I like to use, you know, on all my ribs. Puts a nice glaze over the top. I don't like a ton of sauce on here, so I'm just gonna kind of drizzle a little bit over each one of these racks. And I'm gonna use a brush to kind of put that over the top. And then these are gonna go back into the smoker for roughly about an hour, maybe a little bit less. We've already got some good pull away from the bone, so I know we're about done. So all I'm really looking to do here with this final part is just to glaze those ribs. Alright, I'm going to pull these rib tips off, and I've also got them back on the smoker to put a little glaze on those ribs. Keep it rolling until that glaze is set. Oh yeah, ribs are done. Yes. Looking good.
That color.
Got the Boston Capper here.
Yo.
Get these pulled off, let them rest for probably about 15 minutes. Everything else in the vegetables finish cooking, then we'll get them carved up. See how we did. Oh yeah. How is it? Good?
You need a napkin.